Good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to today's Biology IIT class. All of you must follow the class as your exams are coming soon. Today we are going to revise our second lesson, Structural Organization in Flowering Plants. Wilhelm Friedrich Benedict von Meister was a German biologist and botanist. He stands as one of the true giants in the history of biology and belongs in the same pantheon as Darwin and Mendel. He is a great scientist. He credited with the discovery of alternation of generation as a general principle in plants. His main theme is to unifying theory of plants, plant evolution. So here we are discussing about the flowering plants. What are the different parts and a different classification in a flowering plant? See this map, children. See, plants. Plants will consist of roots. Okay, here stem, leaf, flowers, etc. So here we are discussing about the roots. Modification, types, parts. We are discussing now. Today we are discussing about the roots, modification, types and parts. Stem, modification, parts and phyllotaxy. Leaf, parts, types, modification and venation. Flower, the parts. What are the parts of the flower? And the classification, shape, size of stem, lifespan and types of flowers. Okay. So, coming to the roots. So, children, first of all, you go through this map. Okay. Then you will be getting a brief answer for this. Okay. Altogether, here this is about a structural organization in flowering plants. In page number 59, here is a introduction. Plant grows all around us. They grow on land as well as in water. There are about 2,50,000 types of plants. How many plants are there? 2,50,000 plants are there. Carolus Linnaeus put forward a method of naming living things and classifying them into groups. Who made the groups in plants? Carolus Linnaeus. Okay. Now, these groups are a classification of plants. How the plants are divided into? See here, based on their lifespan, depending on the duration of their life cycle, there are three types: annual, biennial and perennial. What are the three types of classification in plants? Annual, biennial and perennial. This is mainly about lifespan of the plant, based on the lifespan. Lifespan అంటే ఏంటి? ఎన్ని సంవత్సరాలు ఆ చెట్టు బ్రతుకుతుంది అనేది 3 పార్ట్స్గా డివైడ్ అయింది. యాన్యువల్, బెన్నియల్ అండ్ పెరెనియల్. గో త్రూ దిస్. ఓకే. సో అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ దిస్ వాజ్ క్లాసిఫికేషన్ బేస్డ్ ఆన్ సైజ్ అండ్ నేచర్ ఆఫ్ ది స్టెమ్. సైజ్ అంటే కొన్ని పెద్దగా ఉంటాయి, కొన్ని చిన్నగా ఉంటాయి. సమ్ విల్ బి బిగ్ అండ్ సమ్ విల్ బి స్మాల్ ప్లాంట్స్. Based on the nature of stem, plants can be grouped into herbs, shrubs, trees, climbers and creepers. So, based on the size, the plants are divided into 5 types. Herbs. Here you can see what is the size and nature of the stem. Okay. Go through this table. Shrubs, trees, climbers and trees. Okay, children. This is about classification of plants. In page number 60, synopsis 1, parts of a plant. Here, what are the parts of a plant, children? As you know, roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruits, etc. are the parts of a plant. Let us start with the root system. Okay, root system. The part of the plant that grows below the surface of the soil is called as root. The root is very important part of a plant. This is very general one, isn't it? From your earlier classes, from 3rd standard onwards, you are learning this. Plant will be growing below the soil and it is very important part. It has 3 main functions. What are the 3 main functions? It helps in holding the plant firmly in the soil. The deep the roots go, the tree will be very standard, upright. Okay. They absorb water and dissolve minerals from the soil. What is the main function of the root? It will hold the water. Okay. It will absorb the water in the underground. And some roots like carrot and radish store food for the plants. And some roots will be there. See here. Tuberous roots, radish, carrot, beetroot. These are the roots which store food in them. Okay. And roots are of 2 types. Taproot and a fibrous root. Taproot and a fibrous root. Now coming to the taproot. A typical root consists of the following parts. What are the primary root and secondary root? Go through this. Okay. And next, second one is the fibrous roots. Fibrous roots. And you can read this, you will be understanding. Already we discussed, no children? So all of you read this paragraph about the fibrous root. And here one more type of root is there, that is adventitious root. These are the additional roots that develop from any plant body except radicle. So these are the functions of the adventitious roots. And here are the modification of roots. Modification of roots means the roots, how they are modifying. See here, storage. Some roots will be helpful in storage and some roots will be aerial roots. Aerial roots. See here, in this you will be seeing the roots will be coming out. In banyan tree, adventitious roots produced from huge spreading branches to give a mechanical support. అంటే పెద్ద పెద్ద roots గా మారి అవి ఏంటి ట్రీకి సపోర్ట్ ఇస్తాయి. These are called as prop roots. These are called as prop roots. Aerial roots are also called as prop roots. And next one is the stilt roots. The stem of maize and sugarcane have supporting roots coming out of the lower nodes of the stem. That means the stems, the roots will be coming out. Okay, coming out of the lower nodes of the stem. These are called as stilt roots. And the fourth one is the breathing roots. Breathing roots in some plants such as rhizophora growing in swampy areas అంటే బురద నేలలో. ఓకేనా, బురద నేలలో ఎలా రూట్స్ బ్రీత్ చేసుకుంటాయి? ఈ బ్రీతింగ్ రూట్స్ ద్వారా. Okay, many roots come out of the ground and grow vertically upwards. Such roots called as pneumatophores. See here, breathing roots are also called as pneumatophores. Help to get oxygen for respiration. So they are called as breathing roots. Next is the haustoria or parasitic roots. Parasitic means it will depend on others. It will depend on others. The adventitious roots penetrate the host to suck nutrition. The adventitious root penetrate the host to suck nutrition. అంటే ఈ రకమైన రూట్స్ ఏం చేస్తాయి, వేరే చెట్ల మీద పాకుతూ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. వాటి యొక్క న్యూట్రిషన్ని తీసుకొని బ్రతుకుతూ ఉంటాయి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఈజ్ ద క్లింగింగ్ ఆర్ క్లైంబింగ్ రూట్స్. ద అడ్వెంటిషియస్ రూట్స్ హెల్ప్ ద ప్లాంట్ ఇన్ క్లైంబింగ్ బై పెనిట్రేటింగ్ ద క్రాక్ ఆఫ్ ద సపోర్ట్. కొన్ని క్రీపర్స్ చూసినట్టయితే మనకి వాటి ఆ స్టెమ్స్ దగ్గరే రూట్స్ కూడా గ్రో అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఆ రూట్స్ ఏమవుతాయి, క్లైంబింగ్ పర్పస్ అంటే ఆ క్రీపర్స్ని క్లైంబ్ అవ్వడానికి యూజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి. మనం ఎక్కువగా మనీ ప్లాంట్, సీ హియర్, మనీ ప్లాంట్లో ఎక్కువగా చూస్తూ ఉంటాము. నెక్స్ట్ ఈజ్ ద ఫోటోసింథటిక్ or assimilatory roots. They are green roots which take part in the photosynthesis. Here is the name is photosynthetic or assimilatory roots. It will help in photosynthesis. Why? Because the roots will be in green in color. Next one is epiphytic or hygroscopic roots. The roots occur in epiphytes. They hang in the air. They hang in the air and possesses velamen or spongy tissue for absorbing moisture directly from the atmosphere. The epiphytic roots are devoid of root hairs and root caps. And next one is the epiphyllous roots. Epiphyllous roots develop from leaves. These roots will be developing from leaves. Bryophyllum చూసారా, మన రూట్ నోడ్స్ ఇలా ఉంటాయి. See here, bryophyllum ఎలా ఉంటుంది, ఇలా ఉంటాయి లీఫ్ ఎడ్జెస్. ఓకే, నోడ్స్ ఇలా ఉంటాయి. ఇక్కడ రూట్స్ ఫామ్ అవుతాయి. ఓకే, ద నోడ్స్ విల్ బి హ్యావింగ్ ద roots. Okay, next one is the floating roots. The roots store air. And therefore appear swollen and spongy. Floating roots help the aquatic plants to remain on the surface of water. ఎక్కువగా ఏమవుతాయి, ద రూట్స్ బల్జ్ అవుతాయి. swollen అంటే లావుగా అవుతాయి, అవునా, so that it can be float on the water. Next is the reproductive roots. The roots may develop adventitious buds and help in vegetative propagation. Roots ఏం చేస్తాయి, డెవలప్ అడ్వెంటిషియస్ బడ్స్, రూట్స్ నుంచే చిన్న చిన్న మొక్కల్లాగా వచ్చేస్తాయి. సి ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్, డాలియా అండ్ స్వీట్ పొటాటో. స్వీట్ పొటాటో అంటే కందగడ్డ అంటారు. ఓకే, చిలకడ దుంబ అని కూడా అంటారు. ఓకే, దిస్ ఈజ్ అబౌట్ ద రూట్స్. And next is synopsis to page number 63. We are going to revise about the stem. The stem is the ascending part of the axis bearing branches, leaves, flowers and fruits. It develops from the plumule of the embryo of a generating stem. ఇది ఎక్కడి నుంచి వస్తుంది మనకి germination process లో it develops from the plumule. Okay, it develops from the plumule of the embryo. The stem bears nodes and internodes. ఇక్కడ చూడండి, నోడ్స్ మనకి ఇంటర్నోడ్స్ రెండు కనిపిస్తాయి. ఓకే, this is the internode and this is the where the buds will arise. These are called as nodes. Coming to the functions of the stem. A stem bears the leaves, flowers and fruits. Actually, you will see on the stem leaves, flowers and fruit. So, what are they? The stem will bear the leaves, flowers and fruits. It serves as a link between roots, the leaves and flowers. The stem and its branches hold the leaves in such a manner that the leaves get maximum possible sunlight. ఎలా ఉంటాయి, బ్రాంచెస్ ఒక్క వైపుగానే ఉండవు, అవి మొత్తం స్ప్రెడ్ అవుతూ ఉంటాయి, చుట్టూ వస్తాయి బ్రాంచెస్. ఎందుకోసము, బ్రాంచెస్కి లీవ్స్ ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి ఆ లీవ్స్కి సన్లైట్ నెససరీ కాబట్టి ఏమవుతాయి, చుట్టూగా బ్రాంచెస్ అరైజ్ అవుతాయి. When young it is green and manufactures food through the process of photosynthesis. When it is young, the plant is young means, the stem is young means it will be helpful in the photosynthesis. It carries water and mineral salts from the roots to the leaves and flower. As we studied what are the functions of the root, it will absorb the water and send it to the stem. The stem will carry the water and minerals to the leaves and flowers. It carries food manufactured in the leaves to roots and other parts of the plant body. మొత్తం ప్లాంట్ బాడీకి ఫుడ్ నెససరీ కాబట్టి ఆ స్టెమ్మే మనకి సెండ్ చేస్తూ ఉంటుందన్నమాట. In some cases, the stem may be modified to perform the functions of storage, food, manufacture and సపోర్ట్. కొన్ని చోట్ల ఫుడ్ని కూడా స్టోర్ చేస్తుంది. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ షుగర్ కేన్ చూసాము, ఎక్కడ ఉంటుంది, స్టెమ్లోనే ఫుడ్ ఉంటుంది. కాబట్టి దీన్ని ఫంక్షన్స్, దీస్ ఆర్ ద ఫంక్షన్స్ ఆఫ్ ద స్టెమ్. Now let us know about the leaf. A leaf is a flat and green structure. It arises from the node of a stem or its branches. Node of a stem. Nodes ఇందాక చూసాం కదమ్మా, ఆ నోడ్స్ నుంచే లీవ్స్ అరైజ్ అవుతాయి. Leaves differ in shape and size. some will be small and some will be big. The flat green part of the leaf is known as leaf blade. Emantaru flat green leaf mottan emantaru leaf blade. See here, this is called as this entire part. The flat green part of the leaf is known as leaf blade or lamina. It is attached to the stem by means of a short stalk called a petiole. లీఫ్ ఇక్కడ అటాచ్ ఉంటుంది కదా బ్రాంచెస్కి, దాన్ని ఏమంటారు petiole. ద రీజన్ ఆఫ్ అటాచ్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ద లీఫ్ విత్ ద స్టెమ్ ఈజ్ ద లీఫ్ బేస్. ఎక్కడైతే స్టెమ్కి అటాచ్ అవుతుందో దాన్ని ఏమంటారు లీఫ్ బేస్ అంటారు. Okay, the typical leaf has three main parts: leaf base, petiole and lamina. The leaf is attached to the stem by the leaf base and may bear two lateral small leaf like structures called stipules. Now here are the functions. Already you are learning about the leaves from your earlier classes, isn't it? So that you know the leaves are the kitchen of the plant where the food is prepared, leaves play a prominent role in the photosynthesis. Why? Because it is carrying the chlorophyll. Okay children, and also it will be helpful in the exchange of gases with the help of the stomata. The leaves on its surface carry tiny pores called stomata. The plants give out a extra amount of water through stomata in the form of vapors. This process is called as transpiration. Here see children, all of you see photosynthesis there, definition, transpiration is there. All of you read this. Okay. In addition, leaves may be variably modified into spines or tendrils or modified to trap insects. Here leaves not only it will have like this. We can see maximum all leaves will be in this shape only, but some leaves will be variably modified into spines. Spines ante mullu. Okay, mullu laga kuda konni leaves ki untayi. Or tendrils or modified to trap insect. Next is synopsis. 3 types of leaves are there. Okay, synopsis 3 types of leaves: simple leaves, pinnately compound leaves, palmately compound leaves, doubly compound. Now I am going to tell about the phyllotaxy. See here, the leaves we learned about: simple leaves, pinnately compound, palmately compound and doubly compound. So here we can see the phyllotaxy. That means the arrangement of the leaves on the stem or branch. This is usually of 3 types: alternate, opposite and whorled. See here, alternate, one will be here and other one will be here. See, alternate it will be. And opposite means the leaf opposite, just opposite to the other node, the leaf will be arising. Whorled, it means it will be having a bunch of leaves at one place. Okay, now coming to the venation. The arrangement of veins and the veinlets in the lamina of leaf is termed as venation. And here one more definition is there. Define venation. The arrangement of veins and the veinlets in the lamina of a leaf is termed as venation. When the veinlets form a network, the venation is termed as reticulate. See here children, there are 2 types of venations: parallel venation and reticulate venation. In the parallel venation, the veins will be straight, parallel to each other. In a reticulate venation, the veinlets will be like a network. Okay, a group of network. So these are the 2 types of venations. You read these 2 paragraphs about the 2 types of venations. And next is the modification of leaves. See, this is very important paragraph. In xerophytic plants like cactus, opuntia, the leaves are modified into spines. These spines check the loss of water from the plant body and thus help the plant to conserve water. See, in deserts we can see this type of plants. Here opuntia and cactus. Okay, this will be having the spines on the leaves, which will helpful in conservation of the water. That means it will not allow the water to transpiration. The transpiration process will be very less in this type of plants. In sweet potato and pea, some leaves are modified into thin coiled thread like tendrils. సి ఇలా ఇక్కడ స్ప్రింగ్ లాగా మనకి కొన్ని ప్లాంట్స్కి వస్తూ ఉంటాయి. వాటినే మనము ఏమంటారు, టెండ్రిల్స్ అంటారు. ఓకే, దీస్ హెల్ప్ ద ప్లాంట్ ఇన్ క్లైంబింగ్. దేనికోసము ఇది ప్లాంట్ ఏదైనా వేరే ప్లాంట్ మీద పెరుగుతూ ఉంటాయి. ఇవి ఏమంటారు, అది పాకడం కోసము హెల్ప్ అవుతాయి. In onion, the fleshy leaves store food materials. In onions, the fleshy leaves will store food materials. In some plants, the leaves are modified to trap insects. Already you learn, no, Nepenthes, picture plant, sundew plant and bladderwort. These type of plants will trap the insects. It will trap the insects for its nutrition purpose. Okay, for example, picture plant, Nepenthes, etc. Okay children, now all of you prepare for the exam. You will be having your exam in this month, last week. Okay, from 25th onwards. So prepare the 2 lessons, organization in living beings and structural organization in the flowering plants. Thank you.